This is good news.
Good news from Leicester Middle School.
This is good news from Leicester Middle School.
And now, your host, Cooper White.
Hello, my name is Cooper White, and this is the fourth and last edition of Leicester Middle School's Good News from Home, where we share the latest good news from our school community. We made it. Let's take a look at some of your highlights. Last week's Trivia Club competed on two topics: Name the Lyrics and Massachusetts State Trivia. In first place for the lyrics round was Nicole Tucson, and in first place for the Massachusetts State Trivia round was Taylor Rodriguez. Great job. Thank you to Miss Grove and Mrs. Wright for creating and hosting a trivia for LMS over the past few months.
Students of Leicester Middle School,
We have a very important announcement.
Due to the global pandemic, we will not be having Olympic Foolery this year at school.
we're having Olympic Foolery right in your own home.
To finish our last week of school with a bang, students and staff competed in virtual Olympic Foolery, where they chose tasks off a creative task board and shared evidence of their work. Let's check out the submissions. Here is our LMS news correspondent, Lorenzo.
Hello. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, 8th graders took part in a drive-by graduation ceremony on Friday. A big congratulations to all of the 8th grade graduates. Many 8th graders received special awards for their academics, hard work, and service. From excellence to specific subject areas to presidents of school clubs, captains of school sports teams, and more, we won't forget all of the terrific 8th graders who will be moving on to high school in the fall. This year's yearbook was dedicated to Mr. Everett for going above and beyond in all he does for the Leicester Middle School community. Thank you and congratulations, Mr. Everett.
Here, with our engaging learning segment, is correspondent Taylor.
In one of Mrs. Wright's final lessons, she taught her students about the learned behaviors in animals.
I'm here to introduce my new project, Learning New Tricks. In this project, you'll train an animal to perform a behavior or a new skill in response to a stimulus.
Here are a couple students trying it out with their pets.
This is Daisy's progress for the animal training project. At first, I turned her around, without saying anything, just to get her used to it. And then at the very end, I added the word spin. Good spin. And now, without the treat, come here, Daisy. Without the treat, Daisy, spin. Spin. Good girl. And I give her a treat after. She knows that she'll get a treat after, so she doesn't have to chase it. And now, with the treat, we'll go to sit. Sit. Distractions. Spin. Good girl. She's doing very well with that this time.
Students in Mr. Therian's class were asked to create a structure that could keep an egg from breaking when dropped from various heights. Let's see how it went.
The egg didn't break.
The egg survived!
Ms. Friedell's 8th grade students have been working on the ABCs of quarantine, where they've been applying their own experiences to write creative picture books using the ABCs as a guide. Let's check out some of their work.
Let's check in with Anthony and see if he has a review for us.
Thanks, Cooper. Today I'm going to review the 2004 movie Downfall, starring Bruno Ganz as a dictator. The movie is about Germany and what happened during World War II. My favorite actors in the movie are Bruno Ganz, Thomas Kretschmann as Hermann Fegelein,
Naja, was soll man von einem erwarten, der...
and Götz Otto as Otto Gunsch.
Mein Führer.
My favorite scene in the movie is the rant scene.
Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Wer schickt sie?
I give the movie overall 5 stars.
Jeder hat mich belogen, sogar die SS!
Thanks for watching my reviews. If you like these videos, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and stay tuned for this Tuesday, the last day of school, and you can see the premiere of my own new video. It's going to be huge.
It's time for Ask a Teacher. Today, Mr. Ellsbrook will be joining us.
Mr. Ellsbrook, why is it when we go into a dory and push the backs of our hands inside the dory and for 15 seconds, and when we step up they start to go up into the air?
This is a great question. So what you're experiencing is something called the cone stems phenomenon, or the cone stems effect. So what's happening is your arms are being pushed out against the door. Your brain is sending signals to your muscles to push your arms outward. Now, when your brain turns off those signals, because those were some of the most recent traveled sort of nerve paths from your brain, your brain will still send some signals involuntarily to your muscles, causing them to continue to sort of rise and push, even though there's nothing to push against. And that's why your arms will sort of levitate. Now, one of the really interesting parts about this is if you were trying to stop your arms from levitating after this effect was in place, your brain won't send a signal to push downward against the muscles moving up, but your brain sends a signal to turn off its involuntary signal. Really interesting. Great question.
Thank you again for tuning in to Good News from Home over the past month. We hope you all have a great and wonderful summer. Let's roll out with some more virtual Olympic Foolery highlights.
That 10 minutes felt so much longer when you're running up and down stairs.
Hi, it's Gabby, and I'm going to do the paper ball challenge.